So, Mom, what are the unearned advantages that you've experienced by being born into certain groups, certain categories of otherness?
Um, because I'm white, I can. I've never ever had to worry about walking into a restaurant. I've never had to worry about, walking down the street in any neighborhood and people looking at me twice that I might be in the wrong place. I just never had to worry about not fitting in. I fit in, I think.
What about
Easier.
your Christian like your Christian born part?
Um, Unearned advantages. Well, I've always been able to worship freely wherever I've gone. Have never experienced any sort of uh, discrimination in terms of my faith.
What about being upper middle class?
Upper middle class, yes. The unearned privileges of that are I can go out to eat wherever I want. I can go to the mall anytime I want. Those are unearned privileges. My father earned them, but for me. But yes, life is easy that way. I can live in a nice house. I don't have to work. My husband works. I don't have to. Privilege there is that I can run it back and forth to Regis whenever you forget your theology book, Jack, to bring it to you. So that's how I feel about that.
What about being heterosexual?
Heterosexual. Well, that's another one I always fit in, right? I am heterosexual. I don't have to worry about, I didn't have to worry about being made fun of growing up. That's just another thing that I don't have to worry about. And not that I would if I wasn't heterosexual, but you might. You certainly are going to run across people that look at you differently for that.
What about being able-bodied?
Able-bodied.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I feel lucky there too. I've always been able to do whatever physically that I wanted to do. I could always participate in sports or even just take a walk, is different than some people. I can get in and out of a car. I can walk up and down steps. I can climb a mountain if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
All right, and then what about the maybe discriminated against in certain categories, like you're not a male, you're female, which is supposed to be the subordinate category compared to males, or you're not super old, but you're older than the norm, which is like 20 to 30, I would say.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm discriminated against because of my age quite yet. Not quite yet, but I can understand how as people get older, they do tend to be discriminated against for their age, maybe in terms of that next job, because they think the 20 to 30-year-old knows more, is more capable physically, mentally, and that they're going to do it better. I don't feel discriminated against that way, but I understand how you can. What was the other question? What was the other part of that?
Being female.
Female. Oh, yes. That's a biggie. I don't feel discriminated against as a woman, but I do have two daughters, and they're both very involved in sports. And from time to time, I feel like I do fight for them. So people understand that what they're trying to accomplish in their sport is just as important as maybe you, Jack, and what you're trying to accomplish in your sport. I don't think that people always look at that on the same level, and that bothers me. I feel like women are treated fine in the workplace. I know there probably is some discrimination there, but I haven't been in the workforce for a long time.
All right. Sweet. Thank you.
Is that it?
I mean, yeah, that's it. Thank you.